Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water.
All right, fam. I am in the house, man. Drink your water. Take your breath. Get your culturally appropriate diet. Move your body and get your rest, man. Those are the pillars upon which a strong nation is built. Breath, water, food, movement, rest. Are you getting yours? Come on now, family, give yourselves a round of applause. I want to say and welcome you in on this great Kuumba. I know I'm running late, family. I'm not stressing. I don't do the stress, man. I don't do the stress, right? I'm not distressed. But what I am, right? What I am is I'm in deep thought because I have 2 workshops coming up. I got one on the 7th and one on the 8th. And the big challenge is, how do I get them to work together? Because they're in totally different environments. I got one for educators about building culture, and of course, I'm using the Nguza Saba, but we call it the M7 so that we could keep some of the problems down. But I got to let people know what the root of the M7 is, right? Then I'm moving into how to live the Nguza Saba, right? We're going to be doing that live at Millennium Community School, 3500 Refugee Road, and I'm going to be starting by 1 p.m. But at 8, we're going to start with the Tai Chi, then we're going to move into the yoga, then we got line dancing, then we got lunch provided by a Willoughby Soul Veg, right? But hold on. So Tai Chi is going to be done by Master Dale Green. We're going to be out in front of the building. We're going to be doing the black crane. Oh, my fault. I like to call it the white crane. But, I like black crane myself. But anyway, that's neither here or there, right? Doing the white crane, right? And then he's going to do a little workshop and exercises for people out there that's new to Tai Chi. Then we're going to move straight to the yoga with Sister Roni, clapping it up for both of them. Come on now. Come on out. Come on, because it's going to be a busy day. Because there's other things going on, right? And I know some of y'all are gonna be pulled, but I'm like, yo, fam, this is our new year, and I'm starting off in power, and I need your energy in the room. Then we're gonna eat lunch. We have line dancing with Mama Ziza. That's gonna happen between 10:30 11 o'clock, right? Then we eat lunch, right? There's gonna be a little breakfast food there for you as well, And then, without any further ado, Brother Hatim, also known as Brother Elder Hatim, now also known as Baba Hatim, right? I'm getting used to it, family, right? Baba! Oh, shit. Go on, boy. All right, but anyway, also known as Baba Hatim, I'm going to be dropping the lessons, right? Of course, I'm using the format that I'm giving y'all. For those that might have questions about the Nguza Saba narrative map, I'm going to be there to answer those questions. For those of you who have questions about your individual whatever the individual principle, I'm going to be there for that. I'm going to run you through how you can apply these things to your life. Talking about the ancestral algorithm, talking about the Ubuntu loop, right? Talking about the daily libations and why it's important and how we not only use it as an individual, but how we use it as a group to really start maximizing the power. Family, listen. Our spiritual energy is being channeled to build somebody else's shit. And whenever we start focusing on building ours, something else comes in to try to swoop and suck up that energy. We as black people are very powerful in ways that many of us do not even recognize. We say we recognize it, but we really don't recognize it because we don't recognize that our spiritual energy, not only our physical energy, but our spiritual, our emotional, our intuitional, right? Our mental energy is used by other people to build their shit up. And then they act like we don't exist as they walking around with our style, right? With our flavor. Come on, family. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. I got to let the thunder crack on that one. Go on, anime. Listen. So I'm inviting you out on next Kuumba, which is August the 8th. And I'm laying it down, family. I'm laying it down. So come on out. Get it. Also, we're going to do some breath work, too. I only got a couple of hours, man. But I'm going to feel it. I'm going to feel it. And if you come, you going to feel it, right? Because we working. I'm changing lives. Not only am I'm changing my life, I'm changing your life. Actually, no, I'm not. You're changing your life. Let me take that shit back. We changing our lives, all right? But anyway, let's move into what we got to do today. Once again, I want to say great Kuumba to each and every last one of you. We are standing firmly in the day of Kuumba during the week of Kuji Chagalia. What a beautiful and powerful day we are on. We are in the cycle of Nia, and we are in the year of Ujima. And man, this year is just falling off rapidly. Now, let me get into to make sure that you get the proverb of the day. The proverb of the day. I know some of y'all going to complain. We heard this one. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. Yes, it is. But it hasn't popped up in this algorithm yet. I don't recall it. But here we go. No matter how dark the night, the dawn will break. This is from the House of People, right? No matter how dark the night, the dawn will break. Family, those of you that are in the midst of a crisis, those of you who are going through extremely hard times, those of you that are lonely, those of you that are depressed, I need you to always hold on to this. If you don't get no other proverb, hold on to this one. No matter how dark the night, the dawn will break. Say it with me. No matter how dark the night, the dawn will break. Listen, family, I have lived this one. And we got elders that are 80, that are 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100 years old that can testify to the truth of this proverb, family. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how dark it may get, the day will come. And we got to really look and redefine our idea of what the darkness is. Listen, I've been saying this for a while, right? But I seen a video. Somebody shared a video with me, and I don't know who shared this video with me, but homeboy basically broke down the concept of darkness. And it made you go, So I'm gonna deal with it a little bit when I go into the haikus. But something is around. Somehow we've been lied to. And many of us get into deep depression, get into sadness, start to fear and cry when darkness comes. When it's regular, darkness is all. Matter of fact, I'm going to even say to you right now, darkness never left. Come on now. Come on now. Darkness is. I'm going to stop. But you might have been sold some things of bad goods. You might have been sold, you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm correct, all of the creation stories start in the dark. Uh-oh. So that must mean that when nothing else was around, guess what was here? Guess what was here? Yes. So now I got a question. We often hear about the speed of light. But what's the speed of dark? Is dark faster than light and more powerful? I tell you, I might be doing too much right now. I might be doing too much. Anime said, pull up, brother Hakim, pull up. I'm pulling up, but my haikus go down a dark hole. No puns intended. But anyway, let's talk about the algorithm of the day so we won't miss it. The algorithm of the day is, check this out. I delete the fear of failure and install the infinite iteration. Now, family, let's get to the bottom of that one, right? So, the algorithm for the day. So, first off, this is another reason I don't change it. Because when my agent goes out and it picks the proverb of the day, it picks the proverb of the day according to the research that it's been doing on what's happened in the past and what's happening in the news now. That's where the proverb comes from. Then it picks that proverb and it aligns that proverb in some form or fashion with the algorithm. So our algorithm today is, I delete the fear of failure. First, let's stop right there. I delete the fear of failure. When you go into our book, The Player's Pyramid, right? You can go into the description, click the link, click the link, it'll take you to a page with all my stuff in there. Go to author's page, and you can get the Player's Pyramid. In the Player's Pyramid, we talk about there is no failure, there's only feedback. You done heard that before. This is a common idea. There is no failure, there's only feedback. Many of us are fearing something that doesn't even exist. Failure, right? Let me tell you when failure means the end. If you are able to look up, as Les Brown say, you can get up. So you ain't failed, you got feedback, you got a lesson, you got a class. Many of us don't want to spend the time, right, to learn, but we have to spend the time to learn. When I mess up, I get feedback. It's not failure. Many of us have been taught through this education system that when I mess up, it's bad. When I get a bad score on a test, oh Lord, and our parents is going to punish us, and we have stigmatized feedback rather than really looking at what it's telling us. When I fail a test, I should be able to look at the test, go back, figure out what I did wrong, and retake the test. That's all it is. But we made it final. This is your final score. Because we applying and we're living in somebody else's system. They don't want masters, right? Because it's a master. Let me tell you something about masters, right? A master of something forgets more in their time of working at a process than an individual who is learning the process over the first 5 years. They don't forget. It has went down to muscle memory and being able to intuit and because they have honed and trained themselves. So a lot of that shit, they don't even have to hold on to no more. They forgot more than people that's coming in that's learning. I want you to think about that shit. So we're living in a culture that don't want you to become a master. Because they wanted you to become a master. When you failed, they would look at where you failed, or rather than looking at the fail, they'll look at the feedback, give you the feedback, and allow you to reapply yourself. But I tell them, we ain't got time for that. See? Mastery requires time. Time is a key investment. But no, they don't want you to be invested in becoming the best you. They want you to be just good enough so that you can hold up their system. We are holding up their system at 30% of who we really are. Yeah, I'm gonna walk away. Y'all, somebody type our shit if you felt me on that one. We're holding up this system with 30% of who we really are. I'm so mad right now. I got to pause. I'm gonna pause. Uh, I got to pause. Family, this system does not need you on a mastery level. So they don't allow you to invest time. They make you feel like you always running up against the clock. Everything is, even in our meetings, even everything we do is about need to happen now. Like everything is an emergency. So you operate your life as if everything is an emergency. So when you fail, it becomes a terrible thing. But that's not the way we see things. Oh, family, we have been taken over by somebody else's thing. But hold on, I ain't even finished reading. I delete the fear of failure and install infinite iterations. What is iteration? It means I do it over again. This time I do it better. Infinite, not limited, infinite iterations. In our system, I do it till I get it. We do the same shit in sports, don't we? Now, if you can't get it in a certain amount of time, you might not be able to start in the next game. But that don't mean you stop practicing. That doesn't mean you might miss the first 3 games. But over that 3-game period, that 3-week period of you preparing, you may become better at it at the person that got it. And be able to do miraculous things with it now because you got it locked into your intuition. You got it locked into your mind. You got it locked into your spirit. You got it locked into your emotions. And your body got it. So you can not only do it, but you can do it with your eyes closed. You can make variations and automatically know when to switch because you plugged in intuitionally. You can outthink the person that might be y'all not feeling me. Y'all not feeling me. They're not feeling me, Simba. They're not feeling me. So the ancestral algorithm for the day is I delete the fear of failure and install the infinite iteration. And install infinite iterations. I do it over and over and over again until I get it. Right? Man. But anyway, so family, that is the ancestral algorithm. Now, the loop for the day. Now, I want you to make sure you watch my video because I got a video up and I'm trying to explain it because you take the 8, you turn it on the side. Now, in one of the loops, you put the I, and in the right loop, on the left loop, you put the I, on the right loop, you put the we. And you got this link, this infinite link that is flowing, right? I am because we are, and we are because I am. I am because we are. And it's a constant loop. It's energy building. Wherever I am, the group is as well. And the group charges me more at what I am, making me more powerful. And I become more powerful and make the group more powerful. And the group become more powerful. Then the group makes me even more powerful. You understand? Right? So here we go. The word for the day is innovative. I am innovative because we are innovative. And because we are innovative, I am more innovative. Because I am more innovative, we become even more innovative. And because we have become even more innovative, I have become supercharged with innovation. And because I have become supercharged with innovation, we have become supercharged with innovation. And because we have become supercharged with innovation, you see how it builds up? You see how you can work with this in your mind and in your meditation? Do you see it? Right? Where it connects the I to the we. This system is empowered by the fact that we allow ourselves to be isolated. Stop allowing yourself to be isolated. Stand firm on your I, but know that that I sits and rests on top of the we. And that we will always protect you. And that we goes from the unborn all the way to the ancestors. Come on, family. Y'all don't feel me. It goes from let me say it out for you. It goes from the unborn, right? Because I'm gonna bring it back. It goes from the unborn to the watoto or the children, right? Through the teenage years into the warrior. From the warrior to the nation builder, right? And we can even break that down a little bit more. From junior warrior to senior warrior, from junior nation builder to senior nation builder, from senior nation builder to junior elder, from junior elder to senior elder. It's a senior. And in some case, you become, as Dr. Kelsey would call it, the Assyrian elder. This is the individual that's been around for possibly 3 and 4 generations, right? And the insight, if they have clarity and they have taken care of themselves, they done took care of their IMESP, the intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical, they are able to advance their people just by the fact of them being alive. And if the people are wise enough to sit down and listen to them, because if they live beyond all the other elders, and they still are existing, they are existing for a reason, and their wisdom must be sound. You don't survive on planet, well, you used to didn't, but you don't survive on planet Earth being a fool. Right? Now, when we start getting into advanced age, you don't survive being a fool. And you don't remain cognitive. You don't remain thinking. You don't remain creative if you're foolish. Family. Understand. And we move from possibly the Saurian elder to the ancestor. Now, what's starting to happen now is that because we have been talking about ancestors here in America for the last, it's going on 50 years now. We was doing it before, we didn't know it, but we're consciously doing it. What's going to start to happen is that we are getting crops of conscious ancestors. Y'all ain't even hearing me. But hold on. So it moves into the ancestral realm. The ancestral realm flips back over to the unborn. And guess what? The unborn flows right back into it. So we have an unbroken chain here. We have an unbroken chain, right? So I'm innovative because I just described the whole we. It ain't just who you see, it's who you don't see. We have an army of who we see and who we don't see. And our secret in our pocket when we're dealing with our enemies, when we're dealing in competition with others, is that in our back pocket, we got the unborn and our ancestors, which is basically the same. Y'all don't hear me. They don't hear me. They anime. Oh my God. But anyway, I'm gonna stop. Let me draw it in. I ain't even do the haikus. Now, the haikus is going to be problematic today because I'm really thinking about some shit. I'm constantly growing. I want you to think about this. Here's the haikus that I came up with for today. Stop fearing the dark. Obviously, it was first. Learn how to use it. Oh. Reel it in, huh, Tim? Oh my God. Oh my God. And I look back in our history. Right. I look back at our history and we go back to the war between Heru and Set. And how Heru's elders would not allow him to kill his uncle. See, Wait, hold on, Hot Tim. Yeah, Hot Tim. Put reel it in. Hold on. Let me. And in fact, in the mythology, Heru was made king, and Set was put on the royal boat to fight off the creature that brought chaos. So we had the dark being put to work. But hey, I'm just an old dude. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Shots fired. I know there's some other experts out there, right? Maybe we might be holding on to some shit that we might really need to start letting go, and some views that are holding us back because of this fear. Because if I'm correct, the algorithm for the day is I delete the fear of failure. I delete the fear of failure program. Many of us we got faulty software, family. We're fearing the wrong shit. Actually, we're even looking at fear wrong. Actually, feedback. Anyway, I told y'all that in the Players Pyramid. Let me move on to the next haiku. It is in the dark that transformation happens. Stop fighting that fact. It's only in the dark and through the dark times are we able to make progress. It's only when the body is going through pain and you have torn muscles that the body becomes stronger. It's only in the suffering where we get certain insights. It's only in the pain that we learn new skills if it don't kill us. It is only in the dark that the baby is formed into the human being that we eventually see after 9 months, or at least a little bit longer, being totally encased in darkness. It is the darkness of the earth that allows the seed to make its transformation, to be able to come up and to use the light. But it had to deal with the darkness first. So what in the world make you think that your ass is any different than anything else out here? It's in this darkness that we fear. It's in there that your growth is. And all you got to do is hang on. And I ain't saying thrust yourself into it, because some of y'all go a little bit too far, right? But sometimes we do. I used to thrust myself into it all the time. I had to stop. In fact, I have, in many cases, have panic attacks about doing some of the shit I used to do, because once I had daughters born of me. I have always had daughters. And in many cases, a lot of them just as crazy as I am and shit. You know what I'm saying? So if I do some shit, they do it, or we take chances and shit. These are my earth daughters, my earth angels and shit, right? My earth angels. I got them on earth. When I gave birth to daughters, I started looking at things a little bit different, right? Because a lot of my earth angels, a lot of my earth daughters, I got when they were in teenage years, and some even older than that. But I got to see Sasha run around on the slide, and I got to see Gina do some of the stuff, do some Gina shit, right? Gina's an original. She's truly a Coogee baby, right? But anyway, I got to see them, and I'm like, I didn't want to thrust myself in the dark, because this is the piece that a lot of people don't understand about initiation. Even rites of passage, because we strip it down. We want it to be nice, and we want it to be orderly, and we want to be able to measure and to see the outcome so that we can report to the white man so that we could get more money. It's dark. There's a possibility that you won't come back. Take it from somebody that has been to the edge. You look over into the depths, I've done that shit. And it's truly a possibility that you will not come back. That's when it's real. That's when it's real, fam. That's when the change happens. So I stopped thrusting myself into that in my late 40s. People laugh at me because I used to be somebody. It's a lot of shit. I ain't doing that shit. I got these girls with Cleve and my boys. I'm cool. With my older girls, I'm cool because they done made it through hell to get here to me. These ones, nah. I'm not going to expose them to a world without me yet. If I can help it, right? I don't have to push myself like that no more, right? And I know some of y'all bucking against that, but that's cool. You could do that. You could do that. I'm just telling you my experience. Not that I won't do it. But if I can avoid doing it, I will. There's certain occasions that you can't avoid. Right? Pushing yourself to the brink. Right? Check this out. I remember at certain points in times at Simba and at the very beginning, I used to stump so hard and for so long that I would get headaches and I would have to stop because I thought I was going to die. I thought I was having a brain hemorrhage. My head would start hurting and I would have to sit down and motherfuckers would come up to me and I'd be like, I'm cool, just give me some water and shit. Family, it comes on you and you'd be surprised where it comes. But it's that darkness, right? It's testing you. You get tested in the dark. But we want it to be clean and we want it to be measurable and we want everybody to be comfortable. It don't work like that. But anyway, last one. What if everything we have been taught is a lie? Would that change your view? All right. Let's take it. Class in session. We about to get to the script. This is why I need a script. We at 32 minutes, family. I ain't even gonna apologize because I truly enjoy this episode. I am getting hyped for this Nia and this Kuumba. Family, come on out because like I said, together we will change lives. All right, so let's get into it. The official haiku for today is drop the heavy weight, iterate through dark of night, dawn is bound to break. We already discussed the proverb of the day, but I'll say it again for you. No matter how long the night, the dawn will break. I want to wish everybody that's listening out there, I should have did this before, peace and power and joy. Shouts out to Elder Wakesa for plugging us into that. Step into the sanctuary and sit at the feet of the elders today as we align on this Kuumba. We enter the vibrant fire-forged frequency of Kuumba. Creativity for those that are initiated, but most of y'all should be initiated by now. Glowing and pure, unyielding orange. Specifically, we operate under statement 7 of the ancestral algorithm. So this is number 7 for the ancestor algorithm, especially on the day of Kuumba. So all of them are numbers. So it's 10 for each principle. So we're going to be doing this loop over and over again because I want to make, by the time we get old, some of our children are going to know these by heart. Exactly. And be able to tell you this is the algorithm for the day. You damn going to have to look it up. I delete the fear of failure and install the infinite iteration. Come on now. I delete the fear of failure. Come on now. I'm listening. Okay. And install infinite iteration. I delete the fear of failure program. See, that's missing. I delete the fear of failure, the program, and install infinite iteration. Program provided for you by Giami Journey Media. Yep. Clap it up. Say it with When you say it with those emotions, right, family? I delete the fear of failure program and install the infinite iteration. All right? So here we go. Look around. Look around, fam. The Matrix has conditioned us to believe that a stumble, a glitch, or delayed harvest is proof of defeat. We have been fed the toxic illusion, we spoke about this, of perfectionism, a parasitic code designed by out-of-bound forces to keep your hands still, your throat closed, and your spirit paralyzed in blame, shame, and guilt. Many of us don't open ourselves up to greatness because we think we have to be perfect and ready. Man, I used to fight against that shit. I've been fighting against that shit my whole life, right? This is why I know sometimes you'll be listening. Why he let his shows go out and he be stuttering and stopping? Because I want y'all to see the authenticity in what I'm doing. I want you to understand that an AI can't do that, right? Can't stop in the middle of thinking about something and then change in a heartbeat or come back and be like, I don't necessarily agree with that. When I wrote that, I was feeling a different way. I need y'all to understand that I want y'all to see the authentic thing, but also understand that I'm not one of those that's leaning on this perfectionism bullshit. We got all these geniuses waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect time, the perfect project. When the project in their hand is the one that will launch their career. But I'm going to stop. Keeping their hands still, throat closed, and spirit paralyzed by blame, shame, and guilt. Mostly shame, because I don't want nobody to make fun of me. When you fear failure, you stop creating. When you stop creating, you become a passive consumer of other people's chaos. Somebody type about shit if you felt that. If you heard that hit you right. Throw some fire emojis up there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody say you're damn right. I don't know. Consider the historical resonance of this day. We are on August 1st, Emancipation Day in 1834, when hundreds of thousands of our people broke through centuries of brutal bondage into the legal dawn of freedom, the independence of Benin in 1960. And Jesse Owens dismantling Hitler's false narratives on the global stage at the 1936 Berlin Olympics. These were not one-time magic tricks. They were the result of endless iteration, unyielding discipline, and refusing to let the long night of oppression define the sunrise of our destiny. Kuumba is our highest spiritual tech. It is the vibrant orange flame below the navel, 2 fingers below your navel, that's the spot, that takes raw, chaotic mud and fashions it into a magnificent vessel. When you delete the fear of failure program via negativa, stripping away the false baggage of perfection, you realize that every experiment is data. Remember what an experiment is. You're asking a question, you're seeking an answer. That answer moves you one step closer towards receiving the ultimate answer that you are searching for. A glitch isn't a funeral. It's a software update. In our IMESP framework, intuition, mind, emotion, spiritual, and physical body, when your inner head aligns with your outer actions, failure loses its sting. You don't ask the storm for permission to sail. You master the wind and refine the rudder with every wave. To truly walk this path, the tribe must explicitly scrape off the buildup of paralysis. Paralysis. How you say that? Paralysis. Y'all know what I'm saying. When you're paralyzed, and drop the false narrative that a prototype must be pristine before it enters the world. Shed the illusion that you need total certainty before taking action. As detailed across Haikus by Hatim, also known as Freedom Within Limits, The Warrior's Handbook for Life's Journey in the Player's Pyramid, right? Authentic self-mastery demands releasing the weight of external approval to reveal the raw creative power within. We're seeking the true self, right? The higher self. Self is defined as those absolute, complete, and perfect qualities of a being that are not influenced by external circumstances. Dig it? Rise up, warriors. Stop hoarding your potential because the initial draft isn't pristine. Draft the lesson. Record the episode. Build the business. And yoke your tribe together. Iterate daily. Daily practice. Daily gathering of data. Because as long as the breath is in your lungs, the dawn is guaranteed. Family, make sure you go down in the description, and if you are not connected with us, click that link, family. Let's exchange information, right? Come on the inside. Get on that Telegram group. If you need a private session, hit me up. Be like, brother, we need to talk, right? All right, boom. If I have time, we'll make it happen. If not, you know what I'm saying? We'll do something else, right? Available for private sessions. You got a question about your Gusa Saba narrative map? You want some guidance on your map? Hit me up. Let's talk, right? Of course, like I said, I'm going to expect you to buy me a coffee or something. Go to my buy me a coffee or go, get the eco. You want to do something. Get a t-shirt, do something, right? We exchange energy over here, right? But anyway, family, click that link. Let's get it. Let's build. And you know what that means.
You are now listening to Giami Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.